Chapter 104. Okay, sure, Alex agreed immediately with an extremely relaxed attitude. I can only say that you are really amazing because you actually believe that that artificial stone is a jade. Mr. Lane was getting increasingly annoyed, and his face flushed red after getting criticized by Alex. He turned around and looked at the massive crowd of people around them. Lane asked two shopkeepers in Old Street, I want both of you to help me appraise this bracelet and tell me whether it is a genuine product or not. The two people who had been called out by him suddenly felt very awkward as they exchanged glances with one another. This was because identifying the authenticity of an antique was usually very offensive toward the other party, regardless of whether it was genuine or not. Mr. Lane, we also have limited knowledge in appraising antiques. We would not be able to tell the difference. Mr. Lane immediately got angry and quickly said, Don't give me all these nonsensical excuses. I want both of you to give me an honest appraisal of the bracelet. Regardless of whether it is an authentic piece of jade or not, I promise not to cause any trouble for you. However, if you lie to me and an expert tells me otherwise when he appraises it afterward, I will not let you off so easily. Don't be angry, Mr. Lane. Both men quickly stepped forward in shock. None of the stall owners who did business on Antique Street dared to offend Mr. Lane. Consequently, the two antique stall owners had no choice but to bite the bullet and step forward to take a closer look at the jade bracelet. A few minutes later, one of the men stuttered as he said, Mr. Lane, what this man said was true. Your jade bracelet. The jade bracelet. What about it? Mr. Lane asked coldly. The man was so frightened that he responded immediately. Your bracelet really is made out of artificial stone. It is not made from pure jade. As soon as he heard those words, Mr. Lane's face turned green before his face flushed red with anger. He was so embarrassed because it felt as though he had been slapped in public. He swallowed angrily, trying his best to control his temper. Alex then smiled before saying, Do you believe me now? I can't believe that you actually spent $1,800,000 to buy an artificial stone bracelet. Mr. Lane, you really are a very wealthy man. My judgment was wrong this time. Mr. Lane replied as he grit his teeth angrily. It's only $1,800,000 anyway. Did you think I can't afford to lose such a small sum of money? Even if my jade bracelet is fake, the chalcedony gourd pendant is definitely authentic. Mr. Lane was confident about his chalcedony gourd pendant solely because he had already hired an expert to appraise the pendant. And the expert had told him that it was indeed an ancient antique piece from the Sui dynasty. Alex snorted coldly. I'm afraid that there will be no one as foolish as you in this world. After all, who else would carry such an evil thing on them and still treat it like a treasure? What are you talking about? You are just too ignorant. Mr. Lane exploded, the blue veins on his forehead protruding at this time. Alex continued speaking, You are very lucky that you have not perished yet even though you are keeping such an evil thing so close to your body every day. The expression on Mr. Lane's face changed immediately. Having already learned his lesson earlier, he was now unsure whether Alex's words were true or not. Therefore, he could only stare at him as he asked, Why do you say that? Just look at the shape of the chalcedony gourd pendant, Alex replied coldly. Did you check and research on the functions of your jade pieces before actually purchasing them? Mr. Lane was very confident as he responded, Isn't this chalcedony gourd pendant a gift from the emperor to his son for his coming-of-age ceremony? Anyone who invests in jade knows that the shape of a gourd represents auspiciousness.